Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thank you for joining us today on this beautiful fall day. I'm with Josh Hansen of Spanky Hearth. Thanks,
Hello,
Josh,
Sherry.
for joining me.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it is absolutely gorgeous out here on your deck, and we're overlooking the lake, and it's the best time of year around Vergas, isn't it?
Yes. Still a few days to get out on the deck and enjoy the beautiful weather along with a great meal out at Spanky Hearth.
I like how that sounds. That's good. You're open for business. Did you have a good summer, Josh?
We had a fabulous summer. It was our best summer on record yet, and we want to thank all the patrons and the guests that supported us throughout the summer. And now it's time to focus on fall and winter a little bit closer.
Right, and fall and winter has got its own unique time, doesn't it? That's actually my favorite time out at the restaurant, Josh. And why do you think that is?
Well, it's my favorite time of year as well. For one, personal reasons, it's hunting and fishing season. We get a little bit of break from the restaurant, a little reprieve from the summer busyness.
Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a lot of local people that we try to incorporate into the fall scheme of things at the restaurant. Local produce and local protein being a couple of those issues. A lot of farmers in the area that are gracious enough to get on board with Spanky Hearth and supply the produce and the protein to the restaurant, and in hand the restaurant ends up serving those meals and those entrees.
I just love the uniqueness of that, Josh. I mean, here you are, a local business, independent business, doing business with local independent farmers. And,
Sure.
And it's just a win-win situation because the food is so fresh.
It is. It comes 2 or 3 miles instead of 2 or 3 days by truck. And the person that is actually growing the produce and the chicken and the meats that we are supplied from, they actually come, in their own vehicle and drop it off for you.
Yeah, and they actually come to the restaurant too.
That as well.
And so that works out really well. So do you come up with different menus each night then, Josh? You have some specials that incorporate some of these things, because you don't always know if they're going to have what kind of vegetable or what kind of protein.
The one disadvantage, and I don't look at it as a disadvantage, but there's only so much that's produced each day or each night. So we will call one of the local farmers and he'll bring what he has for that day, and when it's out, it's out. But it's kind of exclusive too. It's nice knowing that you have that option of coming to the restaurant and having something that was made just right in this very local area.
I like the exclusiveness, Josh, and we were talking earlier about that. You've got some exclusiveness that you're offering at the restaurant, and I really like how that sounds. And why don't you tell the local listeners what you're thinking with that on the personalized dining?
Oh yes, sure, Sherry. We will be closing on Mondays and Tuesdays starting in October, but we also have a staff on hand, and they're looking for a few more hours too. So what we thought this fall and winter we would incorporate is kind of a personalized night. If you have a birthday or an anniversary or a special event that you'd want to do on a night that we're not open, we'd be more than willing to open just for you, or just maybe a couple other tables. Maybe have a nice dinner in front of the fireplace. We can do some tableside cooking, bananas Foster, for example, as a dessert, and just make it a very memorable evening for you.
I like that idea. Not often do you find that. I know you have the destination dining that Anthony Soland takes care of, and that's a very unique thing too, where you go right into the homes and sometimes use their kitchen, sometimes bring the cook shack along and you do the dining at their homes. But sometimes it's kind of fun to get in front of that fireplace that maybe you don't have, and maybe your home isn't big enough.
Correct.
And so you can come out to the restaurant. It's so cozy in the winter.
It really is. It really is. And we have a couple fireplaces, one in the dining room and also one in the lounge. And it just creates a great ambience and an atmosphere. And it's nice being able to know that you maybe be the only one in the restaurant that night.
So they just need to give you a call and say, hey, do you have availability on that Monday or Tuesday?
Certainly.
Or I know sometimes you're not always, you maybe just have the lounge area open in the dining room. Maybe they could just be in the dining room on a night that you're open. But it's a matter of just giving you a call, right?
It is, it is. And the fall colors are in full plumage right now.
Oh, they're great.
A nice meal overlooking the lake. I can't think of anything better.
No, that's for sure. Josh, I know that you've got, was saying that you've got special music that you do often, you've got special features, you've got wine pairings going on. How do people find out about that?
A great way to contact us is through email or our website.
Your website's fantastic, by the way.
It really is. We try to update that on a daily basis, if not daily, weekly. But it shows you the different features going on, some of the upcoming events that are happening at the restaurant. And it's just a good way to keep in touch with Spanky Stone Hearth.
And it also, keeps the hours updated and that too. People are going to start thinking about holidays. What can they do out at Spanky Stone Hearth for the
holiday season is here. We've booked a few Christmas parties already, many more available dates. I would suggest you just make a call to the restaurant, whether your party is 2 all the way up to 200 people. We can accommodate any group that size or anywhere in between. And we can customize menus too, which is really nice. We obviously have our template for many meals, but we also have a customized menu where we sit down with you and come up with something that's unique just to you and your party.
And all they need to do is just ask about that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to do that little special thing. And people can reserve a certain area. You've got the loft now, too, for a smaller group. That's kind of fun to be able to be up there and overlook the lake, and it's a little bit private.
Yes, it is. It's very nice, unique, like you mentioned, Sherry, very private. We will be doing a fireworks show again this year for New Year's too.
Oh boy, that was so much fun last year.
I know that sounds like it's a little ways away, but you might want to make your reservations now for that.
Yeah, that's right. Well, when I think of driving around the area with all the fall colors and things going on, I can't think of a better Sunday afternoon and driving and seeing the leaves and then coming this way. And so tell me, Josh, if you had your perfect day and ending up at Spanky Stone Hearth in the Vergas area, what would you do? I'm putting you on the spot here.
I would start off with a nice glass of wine on the deck, maybe a Sauvignon Blanc this time of year, and probably a couple appetizers that our chefs prepare personally back here for you, and then move into a salad course from our local growers, and then maybe a protein course after that. We've been having some beef come in locally and also some chicken lately. And our chefs are very invigorated and inspired by these type of dishes too. So if you do come out, we do have a regular menu, which is great, and it's always a mainstay and a stable choice, but it's also nice to diverge a little bit and check into these features.
One thing we haven't talked about, Josh, is your seafood.
Yes.
Seafood is a huge item here
it really
at Spanky
is.
Stone Hearth. And are you still on the program where you're getting fresh seafood
We still get fresh fish in weekly, yes.
You do. And how does that work again?
Well, we call Honolulu. That's who we broker with out in Hawaii, and we get fresh seafood in as people demand it. We can get fresh lobsters out of Maine as well. That's been a big hit this fall. And
they're actually alive. Yeah, I mean, I have seen these. I just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, then I guess is what happens.
but they're great. They have such a sweet taste, and fresh is always better than frozen.
It is. I know you're not getting them out of Rose Lake, right?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Because, I mean, you're talking local produce, local protein, but you do have the walleye, too.
We do.
And so that is something that I know that everybody really enjoys when they come out.
If my boss gave me a day off, I'd go fishing walleyes and probably serve them here myself.
Oh, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Josh, how long will you keep the deck open for your serving? As long as it stays warm enough?
Yes, weather permitting. If it's not too windy or too chilly this time of year, we'll extend it as long as we can. The nights tend to get a little chillier with the sun going down earlier each day, but we're looking out over the lake right now. It'll be a beautiful night to be out here right now.
So, just to kind of recap it, Josh, I mean, people can obviously come out to the restaurant, and you're open Wednesdays through Sundays. You open at 5.
Yes.
Reservations needed?
Reservations are accepted. They're not required, but once again, it's always nice to make a reservation for the staff at Spanky's and also for yourself to guarantee you a table that you might want to overlook the lake or you might want a quiet area. We can accommodate any reservation.
When they do call and if they ask for that, table that is in that certain area, that if we're able to do that, then that's nice to be able to call in on that.
Yes.
So you can come in on those days. You're talking about the personalized dining, and you're talking about the destination dining. I guess you can just dine wherever, right? And all with the good food at Spanky Stone Hearth.
Yes, many options available through Spanky's.
All right, check out their website, SpankyStoneHearth.com, and thanks so much for joining me, Josh, and for being a part of the Vergas show. You've been a good supporter, and you continue to be a good supporter of the community of Vergas.
Thank you.
All right, you have a good day in Vergas.